Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
How have you been? I know it's been a while. I'm so sorry. I welcome you to Incredible Moments with Debs. If this is your first time here, I am Debs, and I welcome you to the second episode of Incredible Moments with Debs, proudly sponsored by Snowcap Table Water.
Yep.
Yeah. So as always, I will not be doing this alone. I'll be doing this with a sister, a friend. Oh my God, someone that sings. Oh, when she sings,
I knew you'd go there.
she sweeps me up my
I just
feet.
knew you would go there.
God, when she sings, I'm like, oh
You
God,
don't-
what? God, you
please,
bless people with
Debs,
voice.
please.
And when I get myself, I'm like, this girl can sing. And also, she's so talented, a talented person. Welcome with Miss Shikaina Obisheson. Woo!
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Please don't mind our host, too. She's the one that is hosting me and she's talking about talent.
I
beg.
Okay, I'm so glad to have you here. I'm super excited to have you here.
I'm happy
Trust
to
me.
be here. Thank you so
Guys,
much.
this is an amazing person I brought on the show today. I'm super excited that she's here. Today, we'll be talking about peer pressure. Peer pressure. Who is a peer? A peer is somebody within the same age range as you are or the same social status as somebody. What is pressure? Pressure is an act of persuasion or intimidation that someone does to another person. Now, peer pressure. What is peer pressure? The word peer and pressure. Somebody within your age range putting you under so much persuasion, making you feel intimidated. A feeling that's in a way that makes you feel like you just have to do something to please that person, to make them feel like you're among. Yeah, exactly. So that you can get respect from those people, so you can be respected by them. That is what peer pressure is. Note, peer pressure, somebody within the same social status as you are, somebody within the same age range as you are. When you hear peer pressure, what comes to your mind?
I mean, most people think that peer pressure is just like, oh yeah, pressure to do something bad, like smoking, drinking, or like having sex at a young age and all those things like that.
So can you share with us any time that you have been pressured positively?
Yes, there was. I remember we actually started online classes last week, and I can never forget something that happened. That actually annoyed me at first, and then just made me say, "Let me go and read." So we had just finished this class, and then someone just sent questions to the group. I was like, "Is there me to solve?" And I'm like, "We just had one class now. Like, shit, I don't know anything. You get that kind." And then I was just like, "Okay, people are reading." Like everybody was like bringing questions
and they're like answering the questions.
and then I was like, I don't want to go and feel.
I thought we came home for this election. Why are we reading?
Yeah, so it's not as if I'm the only one that does not know anything. So I was like, let me go and read. So like yeah, I think that actually encouraged me or inspired me to go and read. So
that's
I think
pressure.
that's a
pressure.
positive.
But it's a positive peer pressure.
Yeah.
Now in today's episode, we'll concentrate more on the negative aspect of peer pressure. As I was making my research, I learned that negative peer pressure involves an influence that sways people into doing criminal activities or doing some risky things such as drinking, smoking, early relationship, and the likes. You know, there are different things that your friends can use to pressure you in a negative way. An example is alcohol, the use of drugs, bullying, early relationship, sexual activities, and the likes. So, Shikaina, what makes you feel pressured as a teenager, as a student, or what do you think make people feel pressured? But I'd like you to say what makes you feel pressured first.
Well, I would say like one of the things that could make me to be pressured is like if I have weak personality. Okay, let me use myself now. Like, finding it difficult to say no or to take your stand for something. Like if everyone is telling me, oh, go and do this, go and do that, and then it's not something that I want to do, but because I don't really have the mind, the guts to say no or to say, no, this your mindset is wrong, we can't do it. And I'll just say, okay, I'll go and try it. Okay, no, but let me just go and do it. Like I don't want to make anybody feel bad. You get that kind of thing. So like let me just go and do it. Like that kind of thing, which affects a lot of people. You instead of you to just stand and say this is not what I won't do this. So like we need to be strong with our no's and our yeses.
Yes.
I think also there is the part of being curious. Most like okay, let's say your friends they're always drinking and smoking around you, and they tell you that you should go into it, and like let's say they're taking drugs, and they're like, this thing can make you feel good, this thing can make you do this can make you do that. There might be one moment where you're like, okay, I actually want to know what
Okay.
happens if I take
Take it.
this. You understand? So like, okay, let me go and try it. You understand? Since
Hmm.
my friends also are trying, and let me know
Let's
how
see
what
what's
they
there.
feel. Yes, you get that kind of thing, and it can make can make me actually to want to go into it.
Yeah,
Then I
okay.
think some other things that could cause it is low self esteem.
Right.
I think low self esteem is like when someone has little confidence in who they are and what they can do, and then that kind of thing can easily make you to be pressured by other people if care is not taken. Which is why one needs to be confident in who they are and know that they're actually people that matter and their opinions also matter.
Hmm.
So like everyone should be able to accept what they are saying.
Yeah.
Then, okay, there's another important thing, which is the family background of a person. People say that I can't remember the saying, but something that has to do with like the way you are brought up is what really matters. Like,
Okay.
however your parents bring you up is what will
Train up a
determine who you are
child in the
going
way he
to
should
be.
go and when he's old,
Exactly, exactly. So, like, I mean, there are some parents who are not used to saying nice things to their children.
yeah.
They don't encourage them and say things like, oh, you're a very beautiful girl, you're a very handsome boy, you have beautiful face, you have fine legs, you have this and that. And then if someone outside will just come on, guy outside will just say, hey babe,
I can
you're very
relate. I can
beautiful.
relate. Something that
Like,
your mommy does not tell
serious,
you
you
in the
get,
house.
see
You don't
your
see it outside and you're
smile.
like,
Yes, the smile is very
really?
beautiful. And then you start falling for that thing
And you're
because they
like,
don't tell
really,
you
is
at
this
home.
me?
Yes, like, is this me? And then you
Yes.
start falling for all these little things. But if you're the kind of person your parents tell you and then someone just comes and tell you that, babe, you're very beautiful. Like, thank you, I know.
Mm.
You get, because like nobody can just come and tell you that, and then nobody else will come and tell you that that girl was complimenting you, I think this and that, but go and meet him. Like, I have heard all those things before. That doesn't change anything. I don't need to go and date a guy because he's telling me that
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
beautiful
beautiful.
or because he's spending money on me. My parents are already spending enough money on me, you understand? So that's why parents need to ensure that they do all those things for their children so that by the time they go outside, they will not feel pressured by other people and by the money that they spend and the things that they do and who that they go to meet. So parents really have a large role to play when it
But you said low structure, parenting, you said
low
curiosity, you
self-esteem,
said low self-esteem. You talked
weak
about weak
personality.
personality,
Yes,
yes.
you need to
Okay.
belong to be socially accepted.
Mhm.
Most people because they feel like I want this people to think I'm in their clique. You understand? So let me do the things they do. I don't want them to bully me or mock me or reject me outside, So because of that, they're like, let me be like them. You understand? So like that's like also a main thing that can lead to someone being pressured.
Desire to fit in, you want to blend,
Yes,
you want to be like
exactly.
everybody, and you
Exactly.
cannot be. You are
Please,
you
please
are
don't
you.
do that.
Exactly, you are not them.
Yes,
Okay, now we've talked about that. Now, what are the effects of this peer pressure? At the end of the day, this thing, after we're being pressured by our peers, and then okay, we just fall for it. What happens? What do you think are the end results of being pressured and then falling for this thing?
okay. But one of the things that could happen is guilt. There could be guilt and regret. Imagine someone who has always stood to the fact that they don't want to sleep with anybody before they get married and all those things, and then they end up doing it. When they wake up one day and they just realize that this their pride is gone. You start to feel guilty, like you
Wow.
regret a lot of things, and regret is not a good
It's
thing.
not.
It's not a good experience. So that guilt to be there, and then you might not even want to talk to anybody about it. It can cause like withdrawal, like you can
Yes.
begin to withdraw from people, withdraw from your friends. You just come into your own space and all those things like that. And then you could also get depressed, all those little things. And some people don't know that these things happen, and it does. It's in stages. Once you just like, and then you actually also begin to lose your own confidence in your own self. You begin to see yourself as someone that is easily swayed by people. You just don't
Exactly.
view yourself, you don't think you have that much self-worth again.
Yeah.
All those things,
You
and
lose your
it's
confidence.
yes, exactly, and it is definitely not a good experience. So I think that those are kind of like the effects that can happen when someone is being pressured.
Okay, what about bullying? Have you thought of bullying?
I think you mentioned something. You said something like that to me one day, that someone said that most people that pressure people, they are the ones that like they are not confident in what they are doing, so they want other people
Exactly.
to be like them,
Exactly.
and
Yes.
they also like make other people to do what they are
They are
doing,
doing.
and which
You ran from bullying and then you are now bullying somebody. Imagine. Now, we've talked about the effects, the end results. Now, I know some people will be worried that, okay, now what can we do? How can we undo this peer pressure thing? What can we do to help ourselves? Number one is that you put yourself in a situation whereby you already know these things. First, okay, you know that somebody's trying to pressure you, and then you know that, what do you feel about this thing? Like, what is your feeling? What is your take home about this thing that the person is telling you to do? Let's say I'm telling you now that, okay, like, okay, I'm putting you under pressure, I'm telling you to smoke. Like, I'm pressuring you to smoke. Now, what do you feel about this thing? What do you feel about taking in smoke? That's the first thing. How do you handle it? How do you feel about these things? What do you think about this thing that they are telling you to do? Now, what do you think is a way that we can handle this peer pressure?
another way you can handle peer pressure is staying away from the people who are bringing the pressure to you.
Okay.
I mean, if it is your circle of friends, please don't be around those friends. There's nothing wrong in moving away from them. If they are saying things that can make you to do things you don't want to do, please move away. Because like when you are told to stay away from temptation, it's like imagine if you want to eat a piece of cake and the cake is right there.
In front of you.
If you don't want to eat the cake, you leave the room, or like you take the cake somewhere else where you will not be able to have access to it.
Exactly.
So that's the kind of thing that you also do with the friends or with the people that are trying to pressure you into things. Stay away from them, don't move close to them. The more you see them, the more you want to do what they are doing. In fact, mute their status if you need to mute their
Exactly.
status, block
Is
them
your
from
phone, is
WhatsApp.
your green app.
Yes,
Abi.
even though, yeah, they keep on posting pictures of them going to parties and all those things, and then it's
Exactly.
going to make you
Block
feel
them.
bad. Mute your status, please. Don't talk to them. There's nothing wrong in that.
Even the Bible says, flee from every temptation. Flee, not run, not
Yeah.
flee, like flee. Run away from them. You do not need them. They don't have to be in your life.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. And another important thing is communication. They say communication is key.
Yes.
Like you talk to them. If it is someone that you can talk to them. I have an instance where a friend of mine like mentioned one app. I'm not saying the app is bad though. This app Wattpad, where you have different books and it. But there were time when I stopped using Wattpad because of some contents that were in it that I didn't like, and I felt like it was going to affect me, like corrupt my
Personally.
mind. Yeah. And then my friend kept telling me, I downloaded this book, oh, you need to clinical. And those books were the kind of books I wanted to stay away from. And she kept on saying it and saying it and saying it. And then there was a point where I was like, should I download it back? Should I not download it back? But
Imagine.
and it just got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore. I had to go and meet her and tell her that this app, I don't want to download this for so and so reasons. Because I know that the content here, I'm not going to undo them. They're already affecting me. So please don't tell me to get
Go
the
back
app
to the
anymore.
app.
And because she's an understanding friend, she said, "Oh, I'm very sorry. No problem. I won't bring it up to you again." That kind of thing. When you're able to communicate with people, they might not even know that they are pressuring you to do something you don't
Exactly.
want to do.
Yes.
You get, so like that thing is very important.
Communication
And
is very
because of that
important.
now, I mean, I don't have any problems with her. She does not bother me anymore, tell me things like that. And then it actually helps. So if it is someone you can you communicate with them.
Yes. But I'm not saying Wattpad is bad.
It's not bad.
It's just for her personality. She saw some things that she was not comfortable with, and
Yes.
she just needed to like stay away. Do you get? We're not saying it is bad. And sometimes then to say no. Saying no is not a crime. If you can talk to the person, if it's someone you can say no to, just say, no, I'm sorry, no, I cannot do this. No, I'm not going to do it. Exactly. Say no. And that thing is talk to somebody. Especially if they are bullying you. Sometimes you can be pressured and then you get bullied by them. Talk to somebody about it. Walk up to somebody, a trusted adult, not somebody that will make you feel bad. Sometimes when we talk to our parents, I'm so sorry to say this, when we talk to our parents and they're like, what's your problem? What you see, what you see, that kind of thing. So I'm not saying we should not talk to our parents, but talk to someone that that will handle this
If
thing.
you can't talk to your parents, you can talk
Exactly.
to somebody
That will
else.
handle it very well for you. All these African parents sometimes,
Yes,
how
they
they
are
do,
very
like, what's
hard.
this clothes share? Like, exactly.
Like, can't
Talk
you go
to
and fight?
somebody.
Like, can't you talk to them? Can't stand up for yourself, but you can't. I'm very sorry. There's another instance I've heard of a guy who his friends beat him up in school because he
Yeah.
didn't do something, and then he went back home to tell his dad. And then his dad was like, "Next time you come back home with that kind of news again, I'm going to beat you myself.
Beat
Like,
them.
can't you
Go and
stand up?"
fight them.
And that kind of boy, he probably can't stand up for himself. By the time he
Exactly.
goes back to school and he keeps on enjoying all these things you are doing to him, he will just come home and cover up all the bruises and
He will
cover
keep
up
it to
everything.
himself.
And
He will not
he
want
will
to
keep
tell
it to
you because he
himself.
feels like you're going to beat him
You're
again.
going to
Or
beat him, and it doesn't
get.
help at all. It doesn't help in any way. And then it's just be affecting him in everything he's doing. He will just become worse, and then performance in school, everything will just be getting worse and things like that. So it just shows that we have a lot of things to do, including parents too.
Exactly. So talk to a trusted adult, someone that you believe that can help you.
Yes.
Talk to them. Talk. Like opening up is very important. Just talk to them. Tell it to God too. Okay.
What?
Just say Baba G. Are you listening? Are you learning? Baba G, this boy is stressing me. But that John is stressing me. Sorry, I don't know any John. I'm not talking to any John. Sister Grace is disturbing my life. Oh Lord, don't just take care of that person. Oh, you will be so surprised what the Lord can do for you.
Yes.
Just talk to God about them.
Yes.
I have somebody that if anybody does anything, so she's like, I'm going to report the person to God. It's like I like that confidence. Like I'm going to report you to God if you stress me.
And allowing the Holy Spirit to help
Exactly.
you in every situation.
Situation. Yes. Don't just go and fight them or shout at them. Saying no doesn't mean you should go and fight them. You should allow the Holy Spirit help you. You should allow the Holy Spirit help you to do these things.
Important.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shikaina. I really appreciate you. Like, I have learned a lot, trust me. And I'm sure my friends has also learned a lot. We have learned a lot from Shikaina today. And from this
I've
topic,
learned
peer
from
pressure.
Debs too, not just me.
And from this topic, peer pressure. Guys, if everybody was to jump into the bridge, would you? Because you feel like everybody is doing it does not make it right. If everybody is putting their hand inside gas, the fire, will you put your hand inside? No, because everybody is doing it does not make it the right thing.
Exactly.
One thing I learned from Shannon L. Howder, he said, confidence is knowing who you are and not changing it a bit. Because the version of someone's reality about you is not your version of reality. You should not change who you are because of what somebody thinks about you. You're not that person. That person is not you. Like I always say, I love you. Even if you feel like nobody loves you, you might think I don't know you. Oh my God, I love you so much. You people are so amazing. You're my friends. I've not met you, but I love you very, very much. You do not have to feel less of yourself or you have to be pressured because you feel like nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. Yeah, I love you. She kind of loves you. We love you. We do not
And
know
please
you, but
don't
we
feel
love you so
pressured if you
much.
don't have so much followers on Instagram. Please.
Yes, exactly.
Please.
Don't be pressured by that. It's not necessarily
And it's not
co-important.
everything on the internet that is true, something that you should not forget.
Exactly.
Don't let what you see on the internet change who you are. Don't try and boost up your Instagram and go into nudity just because you want more followers. Don't be that desperate.
So people borrow all those people that are following, they borrow the clothes new. They borrow the clothes.
They could buy
Some of them went
followers.
to
Some of
hotel.
them could buy followers.
Exactly. I even know someone that sells.
Photoshop.
So don't stress it. Don't put yourself under pressure. It's not necessary. You do not need. Thank you for staying with us, guys. And I'm sure if you stayed to the end, you'd have learned a lot and you'd be so excited. Thank you very much, Shikana, for coming. I'm super, super excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Give a thumbs up.
And hit the notification button down below so you will never ever miss any video again. And also don't forget to comment on our videos, what you think. You can make any suggestions.
Yes.
And if you have questions, there will be an anonymous page in the comment section down. Just go there and ask your questions, drop your suggestion. And you can also drop your suggestions on the comment section below. Please don't forget, guys, that water is life.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take snow cap table water.
Please let's drink from this water.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important.
Yeah.
Water is life.
Yeah, cheers to snow cap.
Cheers. That's what we call pure water.
Exactly. No tastes.